coconut flavored shrimps, one of my favorite dishes. Not only that it's very simple to make, but it's incredibly delicious. We're gonna start off by slicing the garlic. You don't want your slices to be too big, but you don't want them to be thin either, because they're gonna burn real fast. So for this recipe, we're gonna slice 5 cloves of garlic should be enough. Don't forget, when slicing something, 2 fingers in the back, 1 in the front. That way your fingers are protected from cutting yourself. For this dish, we're gonna use parsley because we want to give it that Caribbean vibe. You know, you take one bite, you're imagining yourself on the beach, you're hearing salsa in the background. If you want a more South Asian kind of vibe, you can take basil and replace the parsley. So we're gonna take our parsley. Pinch your blades. You want your knife to have this kind of wave motion. So don't forget, 2 fingers in the back, 1 in the front, and there we go. We're gonna give it another chop. You don't want it to be too finely diced, but you don't want big pieces either. I like to add a little bit of spiciness. I'm gonna use a chili. You know, this is optional, you don't have to use it, but I like to give it that little kick. We're just gonna slice it into little pieces, and then we're ready to start cooking our delicious dish. I use already cooked shrimps, but they're frozen, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna defrost them. So I'm gonna start my oven, and I'm gonna drop in the shrimps. Of course, you can do this step while slicing your ingredients, but I didn't have the space to do so and explain it to you guys, so we're gonna do it this way. I defrost the shrimp separately because they're gonna leave a lot of water, and we don't want that in our dish. So we're gonna defrost it, then we're gonna drain the water, and then we can proceed with our cooking. You want the shrimps to be unfrozen because they're gonna go first. The whole recipe takes about 2-3 minutes maximum of cooking. Now that our shrimps left all the water in the pan, we're gonna drain it, and then we can proceed to the next step. We're gonna heat up our pan to medium, and then we're gonna add the coconut oil. Of course, there are other recipes that require, let's say, coconut milk or even coconut cream, but we just want to give it a little coconut taste. You don't want it to be too overwhelming. So we're gonna add about 2-3 spoons. Make a little bit of a mess. Let it heat up. And now we can add our shrimps. Right away, add your garlic and your chili. And then stir it every couple of seconds. The garlic is gonna cook really fast, so be prepared, because you don't want to burn it. You want to give it that little garlicky flavor, but you don't want it to burn. The smell is incredible. I smell that coconut. It's very subtle, but yet it is so comforting. So now that our dish is almost ready, we're gonna add the parsley, just for visual and a little bit of taste. Give it another couple of mixes, and then you can stop the pan. You can add some cherry tomatoes. You know, you can cook them too if you want, but I prefer to just put it a little bit on top, because that freshness that freshness of the tomato combined with the shrimps, it just gives a heavenly taste. We put everything on the plate. Don't forget the parsley and the garlic. And then we're gonna top it off with a few cherry tomatoes. And of course, we're gonna give it a taste. I can feel the spiciness that's kicking in, combined with the shrimps, but yet the sweetness of the cherry tomatoes is just, the taste is just unbelievable. If you guys enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel. There's gonna be many more videos coming, and they're gonna get better as I get more comfortable speaking to the camera, taking advantage of my space, or even better editing. Until then, enjoy your meal and see you next time.